about the new earth. This is a topic that is likely been given or heard of, possibly if you listen to others that are connected to the spiritual realms, getting information from the universe, really, in a sense, to make it simple. The new earth is been labeled that because of the vibrational frequency that the earth is moving into. It is very different from where we've been for the last thousands upon thousands of years. This is a space in which the earth is choosing as its own living organism to transcend into another dimension or frequency that is much higher than where it has ever been before. Now, with our human bodies going through this dimensional shift with Earth, it can be very hard on our bodies and our thought processes, our beliefs, and the way that we are seeing the world. There can be no more pain and suffering if we are choosing to move into something new. And this used to be choice of self before Mother Earth decided she was going to move herself into a new frequency. This has caused a lot of uproar, per se, in not just people's lives, but a lot of movement as the collective across the world. This is partially why you're starting to hear, see, and notice that there is many things going on across the world globally. It can look bad, I understand that, but it is a true revolution that is taking place, and in which when a collective stands up for self or for a betterment of life in general, it can cause the people that have been in power for a long time to become very afraid, because they understand and they see that they are losing grip on their control in the way that they have kept things for hundreds of years now. This is no longer going to be an aspect in the new world. The new world is something to understand. It is very wanted and needed here, because it is also the light at the end of the tunnel, is what we will say. It is an aspect of a world that is very beautiful. There will be no more pain and suffering that will exist there. And not only that, our consciousness is going to be very different and up-leveled in a sense compared to where we have been in the 3D for a very long time now. It is an ascension process that all humans have been making for quite a few years now without many realizing what has been going on, but in which the ascension process of consciousness is happening for us to become a collective in the 5D. The 5D is a very different way of seeing, because it involves a lot more of the energetic body. The energetic body is not just our soul, but it is our antenna, per se, into the universe to speak with not just others, but to connect as one whole collective on a consciousness basis. Understand that may be a little bit hard to understand at first, but to give more detail around collective consciousness, we will make another video in describing a little bit more about what that actually is. So in which, to speak of new world, this is the hope and the light that you need to hold within yourself to know change needs to happen in self first. If you wish to make your journey easier through this new collective that is happening on Earth and the new energetics that are taking place, stop resisting. Feeling has to happen. Unfortunately, I understand feeling is not always the nicest thing, because we have some pretty heavy emotions that exist here. If you've gone through trauma, you've gone through experiences that are not lovely, let's just put it that way, we're not asking you to relive them. What we're asking is that you feel the emotion so you can release it. That is it. And it can be that simple. It does not have to be a very hard thing and a very long, drawn-out thing. You've got 30, 40, 50 plus years of trauma and life experiences that have been not great. That's okay. They can be solved and fixed, per se. Fixed. Don't really like that word, but it is the best way to describe it, that you can release it all. There is no need to hold on to all of it anymore, because that is what is causing your pain and suffering, by not being able to feel, process, and release. Find our next video about the evolution of consciousness, and we will keep this short and sweet as